Let's take it straight also to the management of Gayatri Project, who is now joining in on the show. Mr. TV Sandeep Reddy, the managing director, joins in on the phone line from Hyderabad. Mr. Reddy, thanks very much for joining in. Now, to begin with the rights issue of the company, that's going to open on Monday. What will you use the funds for via this rights issue?
Mostly it will be used for long-term working capital, actually.
Could you give us more details?
Long-term working capital of the fund improve the balance sheet of the company, basically.
And where would the promoter stake stand in the company after the rights issue?
No, as it is, we own about 55%. So we are ready to subscribe up to our rights of 55%. And if there's any shortage from the public, then the promoters, we are going to subscribe the balance also. So we don't know what ultimately will be the shortfall from the public.
Your subsidiary has also recently signed coal supply agreements with an Indonesian firm. What are the financial details of this deal?
Nothing. In fact, we are setting up, as you know, about a 2 into 660 megawatts coal-based power plant in Krishnapatnam, where we have a joint venture where we have 51% and 49% with Semcorp of Singapore. So we basically have signed a 1 million ton annual offtake contract from Bayan Resources of Indonesia to supply coal for the power plant from first quarter of 2014, when our plant comes into production.
And what's the update on the Andhra Pradesh power plant currently? What is the status and when can we expect the plant to become operational?
I told you already, the plant is under construction now. In fact, we expect the COD to be April 2014.
How much debt is on your books presently?
On the Gayatri Projects, directly is around 1,000 crores of debt on the standalone company, including working capital.
And by when is it?
Then we have other subsidiary companies which are mostly project debt.
So when is this debt repayable by?
Which one?
By when is the debt repayable by? By the end of the year?
The Gayatri Projects? No, no, not at all. In fact, Gayatri Projects, basically half the debt is about working capital, so which is actually, which gets rolled over every year. And the other half is basically a mix of debt. We have some short-term debt of 1 year repayable. Some of it is 3 years and things like that.
Sure, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining in. That's the word. Rights issue proceeds to be used for long-term working capital. The promoter holding to remain at 55%.